Hello. That was quick. I guess I'm in the right side of town tonight. Hold on, let me get past this noise. So I am on Snack Street here in China. I'm actually going to get something to eat in just a little bit. If you've been following my YouTube channel, if you haven't, you should be. But if you have, let me see, who is that? I have a guess at who that is. Hello, Terry McRiggs. I think I said that right. If you've been following my YouTube channel, you know that I'm about to start a water fast tomorrow. Ni hao. Ni hao. So, I'm going to have a meal tonight. I'll still be eating throughout the week. My fast for the first 3 days is only... Hello, Milano. Hello, Herman. My fast for the first 3 days is only half a day. But I eat really light in the morning, mainly like raw vegan shit. So tonight I'm going to have a salad and some soup. And I'll probably get some pizza from Pizza Hut since I got to shut it down for the next few days. Hello, Anthony. But I got to first run to the grocery store. I got to get some things. I just stopped at the veggie store and got my favorite leaves, of which I don't know the name. Hello, Pankoi. So I got 500 grams of greens for 2 kwai 60, which is like, so $10 is $1.50. 10 kwai is $1.50. 5 kwai, 75 cents. So it's less than 75 cents. About half that. What is that? 35, 37. Sorry, I gotta watch this street as I cross it. 37 kwai and 50 cent. 37.5 kwai, whatever. Why are you woke? Thank you for the compliment. Hello, Faustina. Why are you woke, Anthony? I just got off of work. It's about 6 o'clock in the evening on a Sunday. Hold on. Trying to figure out the fucking best way to cross this goddamn street. Ni hao. I need to go to the store. I gotta get some mouthwash and and some body wash. They're from the store that I like to go to. So I'm running here real quick and get what I need. I was gonna work out, but I am so tired. I'm exhausted. I didn't get much sleep last night. Somebody got married last night, so they did fireworks all over the motherfucking city. Whew, you could hear them go from one end of the city to the other because it's a small town. And the night before, maybe it was for the pre-wedding, they did fireworks until like 3 o'clock in the motherfucking morning. So I didn't really get as much sleep as I wanted to this weekend, and I'm exhausted. Hello, Evelisa. Hello, Kanate. I hope I said that right. I feel like I didn't. Charge it to my head, not to my heart. Let me run in this store real quick. I haven't been in this store in a little while. So, 我要一个。谢谢。我 OK 啦 I don't steal. Thank you. 谢谢。Oh, Faustina, you share your travels. I share mine. So I came in here to get some, just make a beeline. Motherfuckers like to follow you as they do in the States. They like to follow you. People have told me that Chinese work associates are very attentive, and they're not following you because they think you're going to steal. They're following you because they want to make sure you don't need any help, but they don't speak English. So how could you help me? Now, when I was coming up, my daddy used to tell me if somebody followed you around the store, start asking them to get you stuff. But here, that's more work for me than it is for them. Oh, I do need some toilet cleaning tablets, don't I? So the big brand here is not Mr. Clean, it's Mr. Muscle. So I'll get some of that. Here it's not. 你好，我不要你，我不要你，谢谢，再见，再见，拜拜。Y'all just saw it. I don't know if you saw this woman just walk up and stand next to me. She works here. I don't need your help. What do y'all need? I don't need you. Thank you. 再见. Here in China, they do not like really strong flavors except in their food. So, you know the Listerine we've become accustomed to in the States, the really strong stuff. I actually have to order that online and have it imported. But I'm not really in the mood, especially since I'm leaving for Mumbai in 170 days. It's a gigantic bottle that I actually have to buy, and I really don't feel like having to worry about moving that bottle from China to India. So I'm just going to get what's here. We do have Listerine here, but it's like the Cool Mint, which is not really what I like. I like the strong stuff. But they have ginger flavor. Man, maybe I'll just get this. I've been using this here for a while. I'll just get this one. It's alright. Is there anything else I need? What else did I come in here for? Oh, thank you for reminding me. I said, 你好. There have been times I've been in this store and I played a game with them where I just go from aisle to aisle and let them follow me or let them try to guess where I am. I'm not in the mood for that bullshit tonight. I've actually a couple times come in this store and showed them a note. You might have seen me post it on Facebook before, and it says, I don't need your help. I don't steal. If you continue to follow me, I will never shop here again. So that works for a while, and then you got to do it again because they act like they forgot. Hello, Stephanie. Hello, sister-in-law. You still my sister-in-law. I don't give a fuck. Let's see. I'd like to find some cuticle nippers. I guess I'll show you what I see. That's more exciting than me. It's kind of funny because here in China, there are certain items we take for granted having in America all year round. Here, deodorant is only available. I won't say all of China. I'll say where I live. Here where I live, deodorant is only available in stores during the summertime. In the wintertime, you can't find deodorant here in the entire city. So I have to go on a Chinese website and import it, have it imported, have deodorant imported, because I don't know what they do, because they don't mind being musty. Certain odors that would offend. Hello, Jasmine. Certain odors that would offend most of us are considered quite normal here. They don't like my Chanel number 5. They can't stand it. I'm like, well, if you're not used to 5 perfume, that's not my problem. I'm not going to stink to make you more comfortable. Ooh, this is on sale. Oh. Maybe I'll get 2 of these. That's what happens when you stand too close to me. I'll get 2 of these. This woman was standing too close to me and I backed up and bumped into her. If you respect my personal space, you won't have to worry about that, boo. So I'm actually going to be going on YouTube live in maybe 30 or 40 minutes. I told y'all that I probably would start going on YouTube live a little bit more often. I went on live a few hours ago. I'm starting a water fast tomorrow. So for the that's a new one. So for the last couple days, I've been going on YouTube live as a part of the documentation. So I love Florida water. If y'all know what we use Florida water for, get you some. Your ancestors love the citrus Florida water, which I don't see. This is the one I usually use. It's the mint one. It's really good for cleansing the atmosphere. It works just like sage. I actually today felt the unction to spray myself with Florida water. So I sprayed all of my chakras with Florida water before I left the house. Oh, here's the citrus Florida water. So your ancestors love citrus Florida water. If you put out a little cup of water when you do some of your ancestral rituals and spray a little citrus Florida water in it, they love it. And citrus Florida water is good for attracting money. So don't sleep on that. My nanny thinks it's just air freshener. Okay, yep, that's what it is. But it's actually very, very good for cleaning the atmosphere, for starting fresh. If you do any spiritual work with any kind of element. See, there's some deodorant. But I guarantee you, in a couple months, it will be gone. I bought some online, so I don't need any. But if you use any elements for cleansing, for any spiritual work, rather, spray them with some Florida water or smudge them with some sage before you start the work to get any energy off of them that previously was on them. Just a suggestion from someone who knows. Let's see, what I'm looking for is not in here. I'm going to have to go to another store. Skin whitening products in a little bit, but I'm not into that kind of bullshit. I like my beautiful black, brown, whatever you want to call it, caramel, sugar cookie. I like my skin just the way it is, and I do not see what I'm looking for. Ni hao, Bobo. Ni hao. Can you say hello? Hello. 多少岁？他要睡觉。再见。拜拜。Oh, very good. Who's that? Hello, Eskridge. Hello, G. Milano Seafood. I know that's not Graylin. Who is that? Is that Shaka? Who is that just jumped on my live? I know that's not Lil G. Let me see. I don't see what I'm looking for. Let me see. Maybe it's in this aisle. Let me see. 你好，你好。你好。You see me? 你好，谢谢。I don't think they have what I'm looking for. Oh well. Let me see. If you just jumped on my live, I'm in China at the grocery store. Ooh, she got too much shit. At the grocery store, about to buy some stuff from the grocery store. Hello, Ambassador Supremacy. 你好。 this cart. It's what I came in here for. Some of it wasn't here. 你好，你好吗？我要一个包，谢谢。多少钱？39.5。谢谢。Hold on, y'all. I gotta jump off of here and pay for my shit. Hold on. We have apps on our phone that let us pay for our stuff. I don't generally use cash unless it's an emergency. I keep most of my money at the bank. Shit. Oh, shit. Let me put my bags in my bag. Then we can go for a little walk. Or I'll go grab some dinner. Yeah, I didn't know my flash was on. That's a waste of battery. You don't need that. Just so happens that where I am going to eat is right here. Just gonna go for a little walk. Let's see, how much is this gold? Hold on a second. This store is high when it comes to gold, though. I don't like buying gold from here. They sell it for much more than market value. Let me see. My bank actually sells gold much cheaper. If you ever have access to a Chinese bank account, you can buy gold through your bank account. That's something you can't do in America because America doesn't really have any gold. The gold standard is gone. America doesn't. I mean, Fort Knox ain't got no damn gold. It's just a building. So, hold on a second. Hopefully that works. Let's see. They got some good food over here, and they always feed me. They always give me some free shit, but I can't eat that tonight. The food is a little too heavy for the kid. 你好，你好吗？好。再见。I'm actually getting ready to eat in here. You should have watched out when I came by. I'm gonna see if I can run upstairs though. I don't really like sitting downstairs with a lot of people. I've become a little bit more of an introvert since I've been here for the obvious reasons. So of course I'm going to Pizza Hut because it's the fanciest place in town. Ni hao, 我要2楼 ，OK 啦？2楼 OK 啦，谢谢。Maybe it's easier for me to stay on Facebook tonight. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Never know what's gonna happen. This little boy just whispered to his mother, "Look, a foreigner! Oh my gosh, ni hao." Guess I'll sit here. Ni hao. 谢谢。I didn't tell y'all last week, this chick asked me, one of the waitresses here was like, do you speak English? I asked her, shishi. I said, oh, wo I know what I want. Wo ming bai wo ya. I asked her, do you speak Chinese? Wo ya. Jigga? Wo ya. Jigga? Wo ya. Jigga. Shishi. Gloves are dirty. Oh, ni hao. Ta he lemon? Wo ya lemon?
柠檬啊。
啊，谢谢谢谢。Now that I'm sitting for a minute, I can go ahead and share this. They brought me the bill before they even brought me my food. How that work? How that work? Well, one thing they do here is they put the bill on your table, and then with their fingernail, they actually cross out what you order when they bring it. So I guess it's not that bad. I see a couple people just joined. I'll say hello in un momento. Iguar, shishi. I want to call you Mr. McGriddles, but I know that's not your name. Welcome back, sir. Hello, Edward. Hello, Jamar. You look handsome in your picture. Very handsome. Oh, thank you for the compliment. I'm at Pizza Hut in China, about to get some dinner before I go home. I just got off work a little bit ago. Just chilling. I just ordered some salad and some soup and a margarita. And I got a little something in my purse to make it right. Ni hao. I was at the vegetable store a little bit ago, and this lady asked the store associate in Chinese, does she understand what I'm saying? Talk about me. And the store associate was like, yep, she understands. And I just stood there and looked at her the whole time, and she averted my eye contact from that point. That's funny. So sometimes this time while I'm on live on these Sunday mornings is a good time to do some Q&A. So oftentimes I invite folks to ask any questions you have. I always tell my students here in China, I give them a time during class to ask anything they want to ask. Anything. So if you have any questions about China or my move to Mumbai, which I am counting down. It is 170 days away, y'all. I was just thinking this time next year I'll be living in Mumbai, but the way my visa is set up, I have to leave once every 6 months. Let's see, who's that just joined? Hello, Ash. Once every 6 months I have to leave, so what I'm thinking about doing, I'm kind of thinking out loud because I haven't talked to my good friend Matt, who I always run these kind of ideas by. He's a Cancer, so he's a little bit more level-headed than me. I'm a Leo, but I always run these ideas by him. But I'm thinking about maybe making Mumbai my home base for the next 10 years or so. 5, 10 years, who knows? Hello, Terry. And then maybe going back and forth to Ghana, or trying to maybe figure out exactly where on the continent of Africa I want to live. I've been thinking about a few places. Shit. Tell me that don't look good. I'm probably going to end up ordering some pizza. My prophesied that I'd probably end up ordering some pizza, but I told her I'd try not to. Oh, you know what I do want? Fuyan. Warrior. Yo. Shit. Hello, Sai? You're a Leo, Jamar? That must be why. I think you're so amazing. There's only a couple places in this town that serve salad. This is one of them, and it probably serves the biggest salad for the price. There's another place that I like. I like her salad, but they're so small and they're much more expensive. So I'm gonna set this up right. Hello, Mariba. Welcome to my live. I'm at Pizza Hut in China. I'm about to eat my dinner. Ooh, this has an egg on it. Okay, I'll go with that. I really need to wash my hands, but the bathroom is all the way downstairs. So, get some up to God. Have I touched anything? But anyway, so I was thinking out loud. Thank you guys for letting me do that. So I'm thinking about going to make Mumbai my home base for the next maybe 5 or 10 years. Who knows? And then going back and forth to the continent of Africa while I decide exactly where to settle. Looking at me, I'm looking at you. Looking at me, I'm looking at you. I know I asked for some oil. Oh, there it is. Shit. Huh? Shit. Yeah, 对, shit. Yeah, this is that Japanese salad dressing with a little bit of oil and Japanese vinegar. It's so good. Oh, I don't put my mouth on stuff like that. Fuyan. Okay, so there's a difference between Chinese. I seem like I'm being really rude because I'm yelling, but in China, waitresses and waiters don't attend to you. You have to yell for them at the restaurant, unfortunately. So instead of them coming to the table seeing if you need anything else, you have to yell, Fuyan, or ni hao, and then they'll come to you. They actually culturally avoid eye contact with your table until it's time to bring you the bill and get the money. But anyway, here's my drink. It's a blue margarita with a little salt. Ooh. They did that. I'll tell you one thing they know how to make here in China is a drink. They can make a drink. Cut this down a little bit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I was like, say no. Shit. Should probably some more water. I'm not sure why, but I appreciate it. It's not really a Caesar salad like you would expect. It's more like romaine lettuce with eggs. It does have a little meat on it. It's got what they call bacon, which is really just smoked ham. It's got some croutons on it, which are very good, but it doesn't have like Parmesan cheese. What else is on the Caesar salad? Sometimes black olives. I don't even think they have black olives in this entire restaurant. I have to go to one of the bigger cities to get some black olives. My girlfriend in Suzhou has black olives. I may not get none of those. That's good. That is good. I ordered a clam chowder, which is kind of thin here at Pizza Hut, but it's got this really good puff pastry. It says, being that you lived in China for some time now, what do you miss but not miss about the U.S.? Black people. I do miss black people. I don't miss the police. The police here are much kinder. They don't carry weapons. They say hi. They smile. The only time the police do carry weapons is when they are going to the bank to get money. And even then, they always smile at me with a rifle in their hand. I do miss black people. I miss Jamar. I miss black men with a passion. I miss black people. I mean, there's black people here in China, but in my opinion, and it is my opinion, a lot of the black people here are coons. They came here to get away from the problems in black America, but never ever planning to be attentive to them. So they really just rather not talk about it. And I kind of understand some of that, though, to be honest with you, because I'm kind of getting to that place where, like, y'all ain't gonna do shit about it. Why am I more passionate about what's happening in the country you live in than you are? But I still care. You know, I still hate to see it happen. My religion is black power. So. I guess the other thing I miss, olive burgers. I miss familiarity, you know. Food is very expensive in America. Yes, black men, for all the reasons. I mean, I miss y'all's swag, because the truth of the matter is, I was explaining to one of my colleagues who is white. Black American men have a different something than men from other countries. Black men from other countries, like even like African men from the continent mimic black men. Wish they had y'all swag. Wish they could dress as well as y'all. Wish they had just what y'all got, man. I miss y'all. I miss my Jason, my best friend. Why are they letting these kids play in this damn restaurant? Why are they letting the kids to the table and play in a fucking restaurant? They on their way out. I'm not smiling. This shit ain't funny. That shit ain't funny. I've been with kids all goddamn day. All day. Since 9 o'clock this morning. Be quiet. Allow me to enjoy my fine dining experience. But what else would I say? What else do I miss about America? I miss our music. Oh, 谢谢谢谢。汤的谢谢。我知道。I miss our music. I usually hear about black music on YouTube. I mean, I have a. Hold on, I'll wait. I can't compete. Y'all see this? It's gonna be so good. I have a Tidal account, so I usually find out about music as soon as it comes out. But I mean, I have a YouTube account like everybody else. Is it raining? Tasha Uma. Shayu. Is it raining? Shayuma. Shayu. Shwe. Shayu. Yeah. Shayu. Rain. Is it raining? Shayuma. Oh, okay. 谢谢。外面下雨吗？ Okay. Okay, I was saying it right.
Speak English, I know.
Speak Chinese, I know 一点点。我明白一点点中文。
A little.
Can you not get it there? Yeah, I mean I can, but I only hear about what y'all tell me about. I don't have black radio, which is where the best music is. I mean, I think I've heard all the albums I want to hear. I heard Tiana Taylor's album in 23 minutes. It is literally a 23-minute album. Her entire album is 23 minutes. I didn't check for Kanye because he can suck a big toe. I don't think he's good enough to suck my toe. I heard Nas's album. It was really good. I heard the Carter's album and Nicki Minaj's album, Drake's album. She gonna stand here and stare at me. Hello, Lawrence. I'm not quite sure what else has come out, but I've been pretty good, pretty easy to listen to a lot of stuff that I've wanted to. Calvin Richardson got a new album out that was really good. I listened to it last week Wednesday, or maybe it was this week Wednesday. It was short too, though. I mean, it was about an hour long. But Carter's album is only 48 minutes long. It's a motherfucking album. How is an album? Hold on. How is an album 48 minutes long? Like, John Coltrane had a song that was 17 minutes long. How's an album 48 minutes long? That's not music. That's a commercial break. I mean, I could literally listen to Tiana Taylor's whole album while I brush my teeth. I pay $60 a month, sometimes $75, depending on how the economy's working, for my Tidal account. That's the cost of this drink and this salad. And it takes me longer to eat this salad and drink this drink than Tiana Taylor's whole album. Hello, Viva. Hey, Dot. You know where I am. What's going on with you? So that was a little disappointing, but overall, what else do I miss? I miss Hennessy. I saw Hennessy, speaking of Dot, I saw Hennessy on Taobao, which is a Chinese website, which is like Amazon. I saw it for about 300 yen, which is about $45. I thought about buying it. I saw some Belvedere. I was looking for some New Amsterdam though, which is, I know I won't find. saw some Ciroc, but what I really like is this stuff right here. It's almost it's like a spice rum. I use it in a lot of my rituals, as a matter of fact. It's like a spice rum. It almost tastes like Captain Morgan's. I just happen to have it in my bag. I don't usually go around with liquor in my bag, but I bought some today while I was at work because I knew I'd want some after work. I won't miss, said the police, politics. Here people don't have to vote. Their politicians are chosen for them. So there's not a lot of conversation about who you're going to vote for. Politicians don't pander to people and all that fake shit. I miss the beds. Oh my God. Can we have a word of silence for my sleep number bed? I was a 35. So I won't ask for 35 seconds of silence, but my sleep number is 35. I sold it to come to China, and I missed it ever since. The only beds I've had in China that are comfortable are hotel beds. Like if you go to a hotel, especially a nice one, you get a really comfortable bed. But outside of that, like literally the bed I sleep on right now is literally a wooden board covered in mattress fabric. It's not even a bed. It's not even like a box spring, which my first apartment in China, I was in Beijing, and I called my landlord, and I was like, I think you forgot to put the mattress on the bed. And he was like, huh? So he came over, because it was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. I just got a message. So he came over, and I was like, yeah, I have a box spring, but I don't have a mattress. And he was like, no, this is it. One of my colleagues told me that here in China, it's considered healthier to sleep on a hard bed. And I said, yeah, if you ain't got no ass. But I got a lot of ass, and I got a lot of hips. So my body has this curve in it called a waist. And I need something that kind of sits inside that curve. You know what I'm saying? I have hips. They need to be able to, like, I need a bed that goes like this. Y'all know? Shit. I'm dragging a motherfucking wagon. I need some bed. I don't need no board. I need a bed. So, you asked a real good question, Jamar. I'm trying to think. What else do I miss? What don't I miss? I miss my mama. Oh, I miss my mama. I was upset about something last night. I had man problems, as always. And I called my mama. I had already settled in my mind how to deal with it, what to do. But I called my mama. My mama told me I was right. And that's all I needed to hear. Why you crazy? Yeah, my mama told me I was right. And that was what I needed to hear. I miss my mom. I do. I think we appreciated each other a lot more after I left, especially with me having a daughter now. Because my daughter was born here in China. I came to China pregnant. I found out I was pregnant the same day I got the date to move to China. So I found out I was pregnant on October 9th, the same day Ferguson Laurent was murdered. I found out I was pregnant on October 9th. I got pregnant on September 21st. September 20th. The night that Keith Lamont Scott was murdered. But I came to China 4 months pregnant. Had my baby here. Spent buku bucks to have it done a certain way. Because here, they have a public health system. You can have your baby anywhere. I had to pay for a VIP this and VIP that to get a clean hospital room and a special midwife and doctor and a whole bunch of other stuff. But I did a commercial for the hospital and got paid for it, so that helped cover the cost of my baby. Hello, Deborah. Long time no see. I'm in China at Pizza Hut having dinner. Now, what's crazy is I just put a little drink in my drink. If I was in America, I'd get put out for that. I remember we were having a party at Dave & Buster when I was home in Grand Rapids, Michigan once. And I took a bottle in with me and they put me out. But here in China, it's no big deal. Hello, Molefi. Molefi. Am I saying that right? Molefi? Molefi? I'm not good with those. I'm about to bust open this soup in a minute. It's a clam chowder with fruit puff pastry. Let's see what it's giving. I think this is my third or fourth time having this soup. I miss real clam chowder. Look how thin this chowder is. That ain't no damn chowder. Oh, it's got actual clams in it tonight. Usually they put chicken bits in it. I don't know where they get that from. I don't know whose idea that is. Hello, Nelson. But tonight it has actual clam in it. But it's not a chowder. Because you know chowder's supposed to be thick. But it'll do. It's about as American as it's going to get tonight other than a minestrone, which is actually Italian. What else do I miss? I miss that for real. I mean, I can get it here, but the risk is too high. It's not the same in India. I won't have as much problem in India. But here, I knew a dude. Hello, Amo Tekun. I had a dude in Beijing who I used to do business with, and he came up missing. And he's from Nigeria. And finally somebody heard from him. This was like last May when he came up missing. Somebody recently heard from him. He got sent back home. So it's not worth it. If you ever want a nice little high that's legal, you can smoke some sage. You can smoke some chamomile, lavender, mint. Fortunately, I live in a place where all of that stuff is used for tea. I have it at my house because I use it for my spiritual work. But yeah, you can smoke that stuff, and it really, really gives you a nice little relaxing high. And the great thing about it is whatever it does spiritually, it does inside your body. So like sage, you know, a lot of people use sage to cleanse, spiritually cleanse. And so when you smoke sage, it actually does the same thing. It cleans your karma. When you smoke mint, it attracts money to you. And it's also great for opening the road, honoring Eshu. To get high. I think that's what you're asking about, Jamar. Yes, to get high. It's often used. Those things are often used here for tea. I mean, they'll make tea out of anything. There's a guy who goes and gets bamboo leaves. Yeah, bamboo leaves. I have bamboo leaves at my house. Dried bamboo leaves. They put in water for tea. They make tea out of everything here. So, and bamboo is good for attracting money too. You can smoke a little bamboo, burn a little bamboo in your house for money. I usually put it inside when I burn ancestor money. I put bamboo and mix it with some other stuff and burn it along with the ancestor money that I burn. It's really, really good. My ancestors love bamboo. Bamboo is good for healing, spiritual healing as well, healing relationships, healing your heart. that sort of thing. I'm in China. I'm in China. I'm in China having dinner, having some me time. I just finished work. I'm a teacher. Just finished work, and then I'm gonna go home, and I have a couple of one class to teach tonight from home. And then I'm mom. My baby might be asleep when I get home. I don't know. We'll see. So, Jamar was asking a really good question earlier. He asked, what do you miss about America? What don't you miss? I miss being able to drink water out the tap. And here, it'll kill you. I miss being able to just go to the tap, turn on some hot water, turn on some cold water, and drink it. Here, it will literally kill you. You can't do that here. Hello, Christopher Morton. I knew that was you. How are you? China's okay. I mean, come knowing that they see you as a nigga. Most parts of China they're not really familiar with foreigners, so they have a lot of strange ideas. China's a very closed off country. Like, if you know anything about China, you know that they are not allowed to use most of the internet, so their ideas about people are very small-minded and backwards and old-fashioned. So I get a lot of situations, but part of the reason why I come to Pizza Hut so often is because I'm now normal here. I'm not new. So I come here because nobody's going to take my picture. Well, it's not likely. Anyhow, it's less likely that somebody's going to take my picture and fawn over me and all that other stuff. I don't have any ambition to be a celebrity. I don't get paid to. I'm on a teacher's salary. So until I get that Beyonce money, I don't want nobody taking pictures of me. Know that they don't really think we know anything. Like, they really think we are, like, not that smart, which plays in my favor a lot of times. It's a much less expensive country to live in. Like, for instance, this meal that I just got, it was a Caesar salad. I had a blue margarita and a chowder. It's 83 yuan, 83 kwai, which is about, it's less than $15. 100 kwai is about $15. 50 kwai is about $7.50, so it's a little bit more. It's about maybe 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So it's about $8 or $9 for a Caesar salad. I mean, at Pizza Hut. And Pizza Hut here, it's probably one of the most expensive restaurants in the city. If I was to get this same meal at if I was to get the equivalent of this same meal as Chinese food, it would probably be about 10 or 15 kwai, which is about $1.50, maybe $2. American food is very expensive here. KFC can run you like 100 kwai, but that's still only $15. You know what I'm saying? Mashed potatoes at KFC are, I want to say they're 7 kwai, which is about $70, $80, $90, a little over $1. And that's expensive. Because another restaurant will have mashed potatoes or the equivalent of mashed potatoes, whatever that common meal is, for about 2 kwai, which is about 30 cents. I mean, you can literally eat, and here where I live, it's a lot less expensive than some places like Beijing or Shanghai. Here you can literally eat inexpensively for like 100 kwai a week, which is like 15. This bottle is 12 kwai, so it's like $1.50, $1.65, $1.75, $1.80 for this bottle right here. My cocktail was 29 kwai, so you know, we've done the math already. It's like $4. You know, it's pretty cool. It's less expensive. And when I moved to India, part of the reason I'm moving to India is because India is even lesser. India is even more inexpensive than China. So the income that I'm making in China, because I'm taking my job from China to India, no, there's not much crime here. Crime here, I mean, I could literally have left my purse outside and nobody would have touched it. Men here don't have a lot of respect for women. So as far as like domestic violence, that does happen a lot here, but it goes unreported. I have had to defend myself against men. I do have a stick that I walk around with because people here don't put their dogs on leashes. And I have had to take care of some. But hello, Steve. No, crime here is a non-factor. Like, I could walk down the street at 2 o'clock in the morning, and they're more scared of me than I am of them. But part of the reason I'm moving to India is because it's less expensive. I'll tell you this. I have a part-time job. The income at my part-time job is equivalent to a full-time teacher's pay in India. Going to a school. My part-time job is from home. It's remote. I could not change my hours, not take any more students or anything, and still be able to live well in India. Chinese yuan, the Indian rupee is 10.5 times the Chinese yuan. The Chinese yen is ni hao. The Chinese yen is 6.5, 7.5-ish. It goes up and down, but the Chinese yuan is about 6.5 more than the U.S. dollar. I came to China with $500 in my pocket, and it turned into $3,600, which that was nice to me. 3,600 kwai is like what I spend on food a month. Yeah, it's much less expensive. The apartment, hey Matt, I was just talking about you. I was thinking of an idea, maybe we could talk about it later, but I was thinking about, since my visa in Mumbai will be about 10 years, and I have to leave every 6 months for 2 months-ish. I can get a permit to leave for a shorter amount of time, but about 2 months. I was thinking about making Mumbai my home base for maybe the next 10 years or 5 years, and then going back and forth to somewhere in Africa to figure out where I want to live. So maybe later on we can talk about that. You can ask all the hard questions that I haven't thought about, because I know you will. But yeah, my income in India will go a lot further than it would here in China. Right now, the part of the reason why I'm moving to India is because right now I'm spending so much money for a mediocre nanny that I figure I can stay home and take care of my daughter and teach her at home on less. Oh, yes, I know you have many questions, sorry. Ooh, that was strong. I was saying earlier before you jumped on here, Matt, that you're a Cancer, so you always ask the right questions, that you are the person I bounce these kinds of ideas off of, because I need your approval before I can move forward. Hello, Wes. So, I don't know, Matt, if you have any of those questions now, feel free to pop them in. Morocco, yes. You know, at one point I was actually afraid of moving to Morocco because I was a Christian, and I heard it's illegal to practice Christianity in Morocco, but now I'm not a Christian anymore, so who gives a fuck? I do definitely want to see Morocco. I do want to live in Morocco for a couple months. I want to live in Ghana. Okay, there we go. I want to live in Tanzania. I want to live in Sierra Leone. I want to live in Benin. And just figure out where I'm supposed to settle. I'm not interested in living around more white people. I've done that for 38 years, Mr. Emotekin. I'll visit. I definitely want to visit like Italy, like definitely Florence, Italy. I want to visit London. I want to visit Spain. But I actually want to live in some other places that are in Africa. Hello, the Nubian. I want to see Greece. I don't have any desire to live in those places, though. I mean, I've been with white people since I was born. I'm good on that. I'm good on that. Be great and travel often. Settle when you're old. Well, you know, I have a baby, and you keep reminding me that I have to actually plant myself somewhere and raise her. I can't just You know, be like Blanche from Golden Girls and visit Spain or Portugal, yes. I can't be like Blanche from Golden Girls and just, you know, be all over the place because while she does travel well, I do want her to get what we got, man. You know, our parents were stable. You know, we lived in one house all our lives. We went to one elementary school, one middle school, one high school, one college. We didn't have all that bouncing around, and it's probably not good for a child to have to make those kind of adjustments too much. Because with all those adjustments come language, culture. You know, right now she's speaking and understanding Chinese. This time next year she'll be speaking and understanding Hindi. You know, so I have to be compassionate to her experience because I asked her yesterday, do you want to go to India? And she took her pacifier out my mouth and out her hand and put it in my mouth. So she doesn't have a lot of choice right now. The decisions I make are for her. But, you know, you find out later on that children resented you because you moved around so much when you thought you were doing something that was going to enlighten them. You know, she's a Gemini Cancer. You know, it's time to take this ponytail down. I had this ponytail in my hair since 7 o'clock this morning. Yeah, I gotta travel. She's a Gemini Cancer. Cancers are fairly emotional, as you know. So, you know, she needs to be somewhere where she can make friends and be able to plant some roots. I get that. I mean, I'm a Leo. You know, I'm a migrator. I've been doing it forever. My parents moved from California to Michigan. I moved from Michigan to Mississippi, Mississippi to Ohio, Ohio to North Carolina, North Carolina to China. So I'm okay with that. But, you know, my daughter might need something different, and I have to be sensitive to that. So we'll see. We'll see about that. It is an experience. You know, it was really beautiful for me because, like, I'm going to Hong Kong soon. I usually don't say I'm going nowhere till I get there, but I'm going to Hong Kong very soon. And just to think about the fact that, you know, my daughter has been more places in 1 year. She was in Beijing. She went to the Great Wall of China in August. My baby. New York. I was in New York 2009. My ex-husband's family is in New York, so I've spent my time in New York. New York and Beijing are pretty much the same. There's no difference. New York is Beijing, Shanghai is Atlanta. If you know anything about China, New York is Beijing, Shanghai is Atlanta. Yeah, I know. I'm good on New York. I'm not a fan of New York. I couldn't live there. I like to visit, but anytime I've ever really wanted to go to New York, I just go downtown Charlotte. I don't like people running over me when I'm walking down the street. People drive crazy in New York, and they'll give you an aneurysm if you think too long. It's not good. I'm not feeling that no more. But I am feeling this. What's funny is on the back of this bottle, there are medicinal instructions. I say that all the time. It's so funny. Instructions to take it as medicine. So I want to take this home. What y'all dabo? Salad. What y'all dabo tang? Shishe. Well, y'all see. Her English name is Millie Green. That's funny. I'm gonna look at that again when she gets over here. I think it's Millie Green. Yeah, I'm not a fan of New York. New York is like 4 steps behind the rest of civilization when it comes to, I can't do it. I left Charlotte because it was just getting too busy and too much. So I moved to Gastonia so that I could have a more peaceful life. I had a little house in the country with no houses in front of me, behind me, or to the sides. I could see the mountain from all the corners of my house. That's just a different experience. I'm a Taurus. I'm beefing with a Taurus right now. Never traveled. Your child has seen more than I have, and I'm an elder. So I'm going. Whenever I try to do see more, I mess something up. So I'm gonna have to look at the rest of that later. But you can still travel. There's nothing that says you can't. You can still travel. Me either. Yeah, Jamar, me either. I love being in the country. I thought coming to now where I live now is more of a small town compared to like a Beijing. Shit. Dabo, oh shit. Some places charge you for to go. They don't charge for to go, apparently. Um, the place I'm in is smaller than Beijing, Shanghai. Well, Shanghai is nice though. If I could live in Shanghai, if I could afford to live in Shanghai and still save money, I would. Because I really do enjoy being in Shanghai. Shanghai is classier, it's cleaner. I go to Shanghai when I need to feel a little bougie. But Beijing was impossible. Like the pollution is bad. You can't walk outside without catching a cold because the pollution is just that bad. You can't walk down the street. Like when I walk down the street in Beijing, I literally have to like shoulder check people because they don't move out the way when they see you coming. Now they don't have that experience with each other, only us. But I couldn't deal with that with my daughter. Last time I was in Beijing was around the beginning of August for my birthday, and I almost like this man. Ooh, we almost got into it when he put his finger in my face. He put his finger in my face, and I was like, "Get your finger out my face! Get your finger out my face!" Because I was standing behind his car. So I made eye contact with him and gave him the death stare, gave him the evil eye, because my best friend, who is a guy, was feeling very, very protective, and I was trying to alleviate the situation because if that man put his hands on me and I whoop his ass, I'm going to jail. So I was just trying to de-escalate the situation as much as possible. My best friend in Beijing is from Chicago. He's just like my daddy. A little short, feisty motherfucker who don't mind fighting, but we can't fight here like we do at home. We got a guy who's in jail right now named Wendell Brown. He got into a fight in Beijing. This dude was fucking with him at the bar. This Chinese dude, he fucked the nigga up. And so the dude's friends jumped in. He fucked all them motherfuckers up. And he's in jail. He got sentenced to 4 years for defending himself. So that kind of shit sets a precedent. You know what I'm saying? To where we don't have the option to defend ourselves. So I try to alleviate as much contact. I mean, some of y'all know that I got into it with a Didi driver. Didi is like Uber here. I got into it with he was a chauffeur. I got into it with him. He put his hands on me. I had to defend myself. But he didn't call the police because he was out of town. He was in my town. He drove me from about 2 hours away. Hello, Drex. He drove me from about 2 hours away, so he couldn't call the police. He was in my town, outside of my house. So I did have to defend myself against him. Good thing I know how. And all I asked the company to do was fire him. Just fire him. The very next day, a girl in Shanghai encountered another Didi driver who drove her up into the mountains and raped her and then threw her over the ledge. Yeah, crime happens here, but it's a little different. When crime happens here, it's like crazy. Don't nobody run with your purse. Yeah, we catch hell all over the world. I have to raise my daughter to completely understand the position that we have. No matter what we think about ourselves, what people think about us. Serena Williams. I think I might have spoken on Serena Williams last week, but, you know, she lightened her skin. She married a white man. She did everything she did to be acceptable. Went to the queen's house for the marriage, the mulatto marriage, and she's still getting treated like a nigga. Oh, okay. Sorry, I got a message. Swipe up. So anyway, I'm not going to be on here very much longer. I just ate my food. This drink is feeling nice and toasty. I'm going to probably go home. I got a couple hours to handle some personal stuff and then teach a class and go to bed. And then tomorrow, oh, you know what? You're absolutely right. I've actually already decided that my daughter's going to be, I mean, the girl has got hands at 1 year old. I had to teach her not to be beating up her nanny because her nanny might forget and hit her back. But the girl got hands. She got it honest. I'll keep her business to herself. But she got hands. She got hands. Um, she used to kick me in my stomach, and when I first had her, like a day after I had her, I had a dream that she was kicking really hard, and I promised her I'd tell her what to do with them legs. And I tell her that all the time. When she get naturally violent, because she got a little warrior in her. She's smart as a whip, but she's strong as fuck too. She thick like her mama. You know, she got military in her blood. So she's strong. I'm gonna teach her what to do with it. I'm raising a revolutionary. Good chatting with you too. I'm gonna let you guys go. I know some of y'all getting ready to go to church or whatever, and I appreciate y'all for jumping in. Before I leave, anybody got any questions about whatever? I'll jump back on tomorrow. I'm actually going to be on YouTube tomorrow. I will start my water fast tomorrow afternoon. So I'll be on YouTube tomorrow. If you haven't joined me on YouTube, my YouTube name is exactly the same as it is here, Dela Creme Dela. Your lady is a Leo. She's an amazing woman. Don't fuck with her. You'll find out. But that's all I got. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate the love. I can feel it through the phone. I feel all the hugs and the love and the wonderful yumminess. I'll holla at y'all.